Everybody was wrong about the Buffalo Bills, and it's starting to become really funny. You know, coming into the season, the Buffalo Bills once again were my pick to go all the way to the Super Bowl. Now, listen, last year I said it as well. I was wrong, but it feels like there is a new aura surrounding this team. They're protecting the ball. Josh Allen's making some really good throws, but the defense looks different this year, and that is one thing that I noticed. Now, I wanted to break down some plays, especially this one. We're going to see the Jaguars send 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys to Josh Allen. Okay, whenever you do that, you know you're going to have one-on-one coverage pretty much all over the football field. And one of the matchups I loved here was Keon Coleman on a straight crosser over the middle of the field. Josh Allen says, I know my guy can win this every single day of the week, right? And I think everyone is starting to sleep on Josh Allen because of the amount of turnovers. First of all, look at this play. Gets really, really low, right? The reason he does that is to draw these second-level guys up even more than they should. Nobody knows what the hell is going on behind this offensive line because Josh Allen gets low. These guys bite up to the line of scrimmage. And at this point, they're like, okay, you know what? We're just going to go. Now, Josh Allen stays cool, calm, collected, poised in the pocket, throws an absolute dot off the back foot. Keon Coleman walks in for a touchdown. I guess gets tripped. But again, man, you look at Josh Allen. This is not the Josh Allen of last year or 2 years ago. This is a new Josh Allen. Look at the footwork here. Boom. Plant that back foot into the ground and just throw this thing, right? Set the feet. Beautiful job. We're going to break down a ton of plays that I loved in this game. Von Miller had a couple of big plays. Khalil Shakir had a couple of massive plays. James Cook started off with a bang. Before we jump into even more film, comment down below your record prediction rest of season for the Buffalo Bills. But more importantly, if you want a part 2 to this video where I deep dive into the all 22 coaches film, hit that like button. If we get over 200 likes, we're dropping another one of these videos. Let's get into the next one. Now, another big reason I think the Buffalo Bills are going to be able to shock the world and probably make it very far once again this season, weapons. Big time receivers, big time playmakers. And again, right, I believe there was a big addition this offseason by subtraction. Stephon Diggs is a great player, don't get me wrong. But now Josh Allen doesn't have to feed into just one player, one player, one player. He can truly just scan the field and throw it to the open guy without having any, thoughts about, oh, I'm not getting my number one involved here. And again, whenever these guys get the football, they can make big plays happen. Right, we're just going to get a double move at the top of your screen here. We're going to get a quick out and then boom, up the sideline by Keon Coleman. We're also going to space out the right side of the field because we know we have this one-on-one matchup, Khalil Shakir versus their DB. And again, we trust our guys every single day of the week. Look at this drop back by Josh Allen. 1, 2, 3, boom, back foot into the ground. Throw that thing, basically a 3-step plant from the shotgun. Love that. Breaks a tackle, gets up the field. Whoop! Spins right by. Does get nailed a little bit. But man, these are the plays we love. Look at the footwork by Josh Allen here, right? This is a 3-step plant where we want to throw that ball once that back foot touches the ground. Ready? Boom. Right when that back foot touches the ground, we need to get this football out, right? Throws it. Beautiful spot. And then again, playmakers. Shakir has the speed, the elusiveness, the everything. Man, this team is so fun to watch. We're going to be covering a lot of Buffalo Bills this year, man. I promise you that. Now, before we get any further into the video, a couple of defensive plays I want to break down. Make sure you guys do me a big favor. Hit the like button if you guys want the part 2. But more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. Doesn't cost anything to subscribe. And we will be covering the Bills throughout the entirety of the season. Offensive, defensive, individual player film, whatever it may be, whatever you guys want to see, we got you guys covered once the all 22 coaches film comes out. So with that being said, comment down below right now. Do you want me to break down the offense or the defense when the film does come out? Let me know in the comments. Let's get back into the video. All right, now here was one of the biggest plays of the day by the Bills. They're only up by 6. It is first quarter, 3rd and goal. Not really a gotta have it, but you want to have it, right? This is a play that really started to kickstart the Bills with what they were trying to do here. So we're going to see really quickly, they're going to try to get something up the seam. You're also going to get a quick out here by Khalil Shakir, and the options just aren't there, right? They cover him really well. You got a mid read here. He's going to turn his back. You also have a deep safety up at the top of your screen as well. We're going to see him start to look to the left side. Nothing's really there, okay? So this is when Josh Allen becomes one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. The ability to turn nothing into something, right? You went through your reads. You went through 2 to 3 reads on this play. Went from 1 to 2. You went back over the middle here. And then you got to make something happen. Boom, gets out the pocket. Tells the guys, hey, you got to roll with me. And this is another thing I love about the Bills. These wide receivers never give up. They're going to continue to run with the quarterback. Got to love it. Boom, rolls out. Now you have 2 guys running at you, some big boys who just, want to throw you to the ground. Pause, right? Off the run, off one leg, while jumping. I mean, insane. And look it, wide open in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, what a ball. What a play by Josh Allen here. Nothing's open. Doesn't force it. This was a mistake Josh Allen was having maybe last season where there wasn't really anything open. He would throw it anyway, see if he can get into a tight window. It would be an interception. Game-changing, momentum type of play. Instead, waits. Ends up finding his guy, Dalton Kincaid, in the back of the end zone for a nasty touchdown. Puts him up by a nice little 2-touchdown lead. And again, this is where things really started to get ugly. And then the defense started to really turn up. Let's look at that. Here was another solid play here. Reason I want to show you this one is because shout out to Von Miller, man. This dude is just the leader, the captain, the guy you want on your football team. Yes, he might not be a full-time player right now, but he is still a very solid one. Watch him come off the edge here. 4th and goal. Need to have it play here for the Jaguars. I mean, you're down by a ton, right? But still, for, momentum going into next week, the Jaguars need some points here. Watch Von Miller here. He's going to plant that foot into the ground, fake like he's going to go in, bounce to the outside. This is beautiful. And then explodes off the edge, throws the arms to the side, and ends up diving for a sack there on Trevor Lawrence to turn it over on downs. Von Miller is here to stay, man. Listen, he might not be in his prime, but this dude can still be productive as an edge rusher off the bench. I mean, man, another reason I love this Buffalo Bills team, the fight, the motor, the work ethic. Man, they are hungry. They want to win games, and this could be the year, man. Hey, don't sleep on the Buffalo Bills. I promise you, you'll regret it. All right, now one of my favorite things about this Buffalo Bills defense is being able to take advantage of mistakes. On this play, they're going to have a 7-man scat protection off the play action. Basically what that means is they're going to keep the tight ends in the block, and they're going to have basically 2 routes down the field. Maybe it's a crosser with a post, or double crossers, double scissors. It could be any of that, right? On this play specifically, they're going to get a crosser from the left to the right with Brian Thomas. We get a couple of guys biting up but end up dropping back in the zone. Trevor Lawrence is pretty comfortable in this pocket, right? Throws it, overthrows over the head of his receiver. But look at this. Yes, it was wide open. This should be completed. But again, simply enough, taking advantage of mistakes. A lot of guys in the NFL maybe drop this pass, but Demar Hamlin, the story of the NFL, gets his first NFL career interception in this game, falls into his lap. And I remember a lot of people said Demar Hamlin, one of the worst safeties in the league, wouldn't be in the league still if it wasn't for what happened, right? No, hell no. That is not the case at all. Demar Hamlin's actually a good football player, and he's starting to show that already this season. Hey, we'll take what they give us. That's a free interception right there. Gets up, returns it a little bit as well. Shout out to Demar Hamlin. That was a nice play.